Hey guys, happy Monday. I love the start of a fresh week. And I know that there are millions and millions of people in the world who dread Mondays. So I just want to start this Monday off with just, acknowledging how blessed I feel that I love Mondays because I love what I do. And I love that I get to share with you all today. My name is Celeste Gwynn. And I am a 16-star legacy double diamond ambassador with this amazing and great company. I get to talk to you guys today about recruiting. So I've been with the company for 11 years. And my story is a little different from Sonia Dudley, who talked to you guys last week about recruiting, in that she grew up in network marketing. And man, have I learned some things from her. When I first started, I would go watch her YouTube videos and I would get her country accent, just trying to sound like Sonia Dudley, because she had the best training. Okay, it was the only training we had, but it was the best training. But unlike Sonia, I spent the first 36 years of my life really not liking this industry, being very soft with my words. I actually detested it and kind of mocked it and kind of thought, if I have a need for something, I can go buy it, and didn't really ever think I would be in this industry. But recruiting has turned out to be something that I am extremely good at. I think what we would say back 11 years ago when I joined under Jen Hawkins after her being quite pushy for a long time. Thank you, Jen Hawkins, for not giving up on me and not follow up for about 9 months. I think Jen Hawkins and I would have said that I was really bossy and that I have a big mouth, right? Now that I'm a seasoned network marketer, I much prefer the term influencer. I'm influential in that if I like something, I'm going to share about it. And I think people trust me. So it was a pretty natural progression for me to start sharing about Plexus because I fell in love with the products, right? So recruiting for me was not a far stretch. I've got some notes like everyone else. And I'm just going to share a few things with you guys that continues to help me with recruiting. I am still doing what I'm telling y'all to do, right? I say, don't ask people to do things if you're not willing to do it yourself. So for me, I want to focus on recruiting, and I'm starting out just sharing a little bit about attraction marketing. You guys, when you are recruiting and you're working this business, people smell desperation from a mile away. What does that mean? If I am like order, people are gonna smell that in the air, right? But if I have a confidence, if I have a boldness about what I'm doing, people are attracted to that confidence and that boldness. I lead with the fact that I'm a network marketer that sells gut health products that focus on gut health, blood sugar regulation, and inflammation. I love telling anyone that'll listen that I do network marketing the way it could and should be done and seldom is done, right? So I've got a confidence and a boldness that people are attracted to. So lead with confidence, lead with boldness. Be outward focused. Again, if you're working on earning the next prize or you're working on ranking up, that's great. But y'all, you have to be outward focused. People have to know that you care before they care what you know. And if you're coming at them saying, man, I think I can help you, they're going to see that sincerity. If you're coming at them saying, I need another order, they're going to see that too, right? Do you see the difference on being outward focused? The last thing about attraction marketing is be your own billboard. You've got to be a product of the product. You've got to walk around every single day showing other people that you love Plexus and that you're healthy and you're well, or that you're working on getting healthy and you're working on being well, so that they are attracted to what you are doing. Attraction marketing. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I want to talk about is the value of inviting your friends. You might say, I post on Facebook. I wear Plexus swag. Everyone knows what I'm doing. They see my reels on Instagram. Let me tell you a little story about two leaders that are on my team. One of them is Beth Anderson. She is also a Star Diamond. She will tell you that if I had not picked up the phone and said, hey friend, here's what I'm doing, let's do this together, she would have never joined. She saw my posts. She knew what I was doing. If I had not reached out to her personally and said, I want you on this journey with me, I would not have Beth Anderson, who is a star on my team, doing this business with me. You can't just assume people know what you're doing. My sister-in-law, who's an Emerald, did not reach out to her. She lives next door to me. We went to church together. Our kids went to the same school. She was maid of honor in my wedding, matron of honor in my wedding. She knew what I was doing. Her sister joined because she needed the business. Her sister asked her to join. So my sister-in-law is now my level 2 because I did not give her a personal invitation. She told me, I kind of thought maybe you just needed your own thing without me. We're in each other's lives in every area. You never asked me to do this with you. So if you think people are just seeing what you're doing and you're not personally reaching out to your friends that you want to do this with, you are doing yourself and them, they need this, you need them, a huge disservice. The last thing that I want to talk about before I give you challenges is the idea of having a marathon mentality. And I know we live in Amazon Prime world, right? We want instant gratification. We want to tell you about Plexus right now, and we want you to order right now. But the reality is this business is a marathon, right? Sometimes we sprint. Sometimes we have really great months and we're like, look what I just did. I just sprinted to the finish line of my month and I killed it. But the reality is that I have spent 11 years in a marathon, right? How do I know that? Because I have people joining me this month that have been watching me for 11 years, right? That's impressive. I can't believe they didn't just tell you no and you didn't move on with your life. Let me tell you, marathon mentality. First of all, it's about being sincere and authentic with the relationships. When somebody tells me no, first of all, that just means I'm talking to a lot of people. I love a good no. I think Sonia touched on that. Go for that no. But if someone tells me no, you know what I don't do? I don't write them off. I don't cancel my lunch plans with them. I don't not go up and talk to them in the church lobby, right? Because I'm authentically trying to build relationships because I love people. So those people that tell me no and have told me no for the last 11 years, they're still watching. A lot of them are turning into yeses because I continued to love on them. I continued to foster my friendship with them. And I continued to post about Plexus and talk about Plexus boldly because this is my career and I love what I do. Just like a realtor talks about their job. Just like somebody that owns a restaurant talks about their job. Somebody that works in corporate America talks about their job. I still talk about what I do to those people that have told me no because it's a part of who I am. It's a part of my life. But I didn't write them off because they said, no, thank you. I don't want to join your company. No, thank you. I don't want your health products. No, thank you. I don't want more energy. Whatever their reason was, I don't have the money right now. I continued to do life with those people. Another marathon mentality is just a little story. We're a part of a church plant in McKinney, Texas, where we're really involved. My husband's an elder. I'm involved in women's ministry. I love my church. I have tried really hard. God hasn't really allowed it, but I've tried really hard to keep my business separate from church. People will come up to me at church and say, tell me about Plexus. I think I want that. I saw your post. And you know what I say to them? Hey man, I am so happy that you're interested. Monday morning, I'm going to shoot you a voice message. I'm going to call you. I'm going to message you on Facebook. Actually, don't talk about Plexus at church because this is a place where I want to love God. I want to serve others and I want to foster relationships with people at this church outside of business. Y'all, I cannot tell you the breath of fresh air that is to so many people that are now my customers and working this business from church. Just an example of not wanting to just puke Plexus on someone the second they ask you about Plexus, that there's really value in just fostering that relationship first and having some boundaries. For me, especially where church is concerned, and God has really blessed my business because of that. So, attraction marketing. That's the first challenge. How are you going to make this business attractive? I want you, whether it's in person or on Facebook, to do a bold post or have a bold in-person conversation with someone about what you do. I want you to be proud that you're a network marketer, that you are a franchise owner, that you sell products that work, that you're in the business of changing lives. And I want you to have that conversation with at least 2 people about what you do. Ask them what they do. They're going to ask you what you do. Hey, can I tell you what I do? We've been friends for a minute. However you want to have that conversation, Or if you want to make it a Facebook post, you can do it in a Facebook post. Proud, bold about the fact that you are a Plexus ambassador. Attraction marketing. People are going to love to see the pride that you have in what you do. So that's your first task. Your second task is going to be, if you haven't already done it, to reach out to 3 of your very best friends or family members and say, I want you to do this with me. Don't assume they've seen your post. If you've talked to them about it once and they said, nah, don't assume that was a no. Jen Hawkins had to ask me for 9 months, 9 to 15 times before I joined. And now I'm the top earner in the company. She's really glad that she didn't just accept my first no. She's my best friend, my roommate from college, one of my very best friends in life. I want you to boldly ask, you're Beth Anderson. You're whoever that is. That's my girl that said I would have never joined if you hadn't asked me. Reach out to people that trust you and say, I want to do this with you. We're going to get healthy. We're going to have fun. We're going to earn a Lexus. We're going to go on trips. Let's go to Vegas. Get signed up for convention. I want you to run with me. This is so much more fun when you do it with friends. Okay? So that's your second task. Your third task is going to be going to lunch with someone or coffee with someone or reaching out via phone or via messenger to someone that has told you no in the past that you love. This is the marathon part, right? This is the task of loving people well, marathon versus sprint, being sincere and authentic, being outward focused, making it about them. How can you love them? How can you serve them? How can you make them feel seen, valued, and appreciated as a friend or a family member? Reaching out to them and setting up a time to get on the phone, go to coffee, go to lunch, or just send them a sweet message that you're thinking about them. That's the marathon mentality. 11 years later, it's still working for me to put people first, to be outward focused. So I hope you guys all have a great Monday. I hope you found this valuable. I sure did enjoy doing it. I love you guys for challenging yourselves and being committed. I love this group. I feel so blessed to even get to be seen in a room with such amazing leaders that are doing this group with me and all of you that are committed to your business. I hope you have an absolutely great Monday. Have a blessed day.